So I was looking at the comments in one of my other videos and I received this comment asking me if I still read. And to me, this question was like super obvious that I still do, because I feel like if I'm reading, I'm very interested in books and very interested in this channel and posting, but I realize that might not be as obvious to you as it is to me. So first off, I want to say that I am still reading books, and I wanted to address that in this video because I am starting a new kind of series called #currently reading. And so basically I'm starting this series because I stopped doing my wrap-ups and TBRs. For those of you that don't know what a wrap-up is, it's when you basically make a video or say whatever books that you read that month, and a TBR is the books that you want to read the next month following. And so when I first began this channel, that was something like that I always did, mostly because I looked at other booktubers and that was what they were doing, and so I thought that that was the best way to start my channel. And also back then I was reading definitely a lot more books than I am now, but along the way I realized that it was very stressful having to be required to post every single month at the start of the month, and I was always like pushing myself to finish the books that I said that I would read, and I just became very stressed and I put this pressure upon myself. And it's not like you guys were telling me you need to finish your TBR or anything like that. It was myself putting this weight on my own shoulders. But I recently realized that I could start this series called #currently reading, where I can basically just, whenever I want, post a video kind of updating you guys on what I'm reading at the moment. And it doesn't have to be over a certain period of time. It could just be when I'm in the mood to let you guys know what I'm reading at the moment. One of the aspects that I kind of want to bring back to this channel is basically like what I'm reading and talking about it with you guys. So this is actually kind of perfect for the start of this series because I have basically been doing a lot of my reading through audiobooks. Up until recently I've only owned one audiobook, and this was like a physical audiobook with a bunch of CDs, and that is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. And the reason why I have this audiobook is because I was in my reading slump during when I purchased it, and when Lord of Shadows came out I was really struggling to get through it. And so I thought that buying the audiobook would allow me to like read it because I really wanted to get through it, but I just like, it was such a long book and I couldn't finish it because I was in like such a reading slump. Like in my last video I mentioned that I'm super busy with school, and because of this I don't have a lot of time to read and have free time, and when I do have free time I want to be drawing, which takes hours and hours, or I want to be filming videos, and I really wanted to find a way to do multiple things that I love at the same time. And my solution to that was audiobooks. So I actually signed up through Amazon through my account to Audible, and by the way, this is like non-sponsored anything, like I'm just saying that I'm using Audible because, like, you know, that's, yeah. When you sign up you get 2 free audiobooks, and so since they were free I was like, why don't I just like do a reread of one of the books that I've been wanting to reread. So the book that I reread was The Foxhole Court by Norris. I recently just finished the All for the Game series. There's 2 other books in this series. I definitely recommend checking this series out. It's so amazing. And so I read this book probably like towards the end of last year, but then I didn't read the others until very recently, and so I really love the series and I wanted to revisit the first one because I kind of forgot the things that happened in it. It's a pretty small book anyway, so like I knew the audiobook wasn't going to take long to finish, and also it was very convenient for me to listen to it on my way to school because I don't live on campus, because I live close enough to my college where I can just drive every day. And but so the drive allows me to listen to these audiobooks. So I probably finished The Foxhole Court maybe like less than a week ago, and then I decided for my second audiobook that I wanted to get for free was another reread, and that's Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. So I also have this book in the physical copy. You can see that when I did my review for this book, I went all out with like the sticky notes and tabs and everything. As you can see, this is a very big book, and I have no time to sit down and like read this massive book when I have a bunch of other things that I want to do at the same time. So I've been listening to the audiobook and I'm probably like 3/4 of the way done, maybe even more. I'm just at like the climax point of the book, and I'm really enjoying rereading, or I guess like re-listening to this book, because it's been a while since I read the first book in this series, and I just finished reading Queen of Air and Darkness, and I did a review on that. You guys can go check that out. I think I found a new love for audiobooks. Like, I didn't know that I was a non-physical book lover. So, I bought a new SD card from Amazon. It's supposed to be good for my camera. I mentioned in my last video, if you saw it, that my camera for some reason stops recording after about 11 minutes of me shooting. You can guess what just happened, so I don't know where I left off again. If anybody knows the solution to this, please let me know in the comments. Like, I need your feedback. Like, so many things go wrong when I'm like filming or editing, and like just I lose so much time. And I'm not sure when this stopped recording. Another book that I've been reading on and off for like the last 3 months. You don't understand how long, like how hard I've tried to get through this book, and I refuse to DNF it because like I'm gonna force myself to get through this. And most of you will be very surprised about this, but that book is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. So I'm not gonna go into like too much detail here, like how I feel about the book, because I'm gonna save that for a review that I'm gonna make in the hopefully near future. But like, oh god, I just realized how far I am in this, and it is not even far. I have been reading this book for 3 months and I'm not even halfway. This is so terrible. Like, oh no. But as you can probably tell, I am not enjoying this book, and I don't know why everybody loves this book. And like, before I read this book, I went on to Goodreads to see what it was about and stuff, and I think when I started reading it and it was like really bad, I went on to Goodreads to see what the ratings were. And so like what I have gathered from it is that people either really love it or really hated it, but the majority love it. And I don't know why. So pray for me as I continue to get through this book, and look forward to my review coming to you 2020. And so these are basically all the books that I'm currently reading. It's definitely weird to be making this type of video versus like my wrap up and TBR, because like I literally feel no stress whatsoever, and I really like where this is going to go, and I hope you guys like it too. Also, another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So in my last video, or was it the video before, either way, I said that I was going to be kind of like pulling back from YouTube in the next few months because of school, and I said that I was going to like post maybe like once a month, maybe like more than once a month. But I've come to the conclusion that like just lately I've been watching a lot of YouTubers, and that just like makes me so inspired to like create videos as well. And so I've come to the conclusion that I think that I want to start posting videos on a schedule. And so I know, like, I've never been on a schedule posting videos before. It's just very intimidating to me. I feel like it's gonna make me so stressed out. I was kind of like on a unofficial schedule, kind of like right before school started, and I was posting like sort of like once a week. But I've decided that I'm going to be posting on Wednesdays every other week. So every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks? Is that the same as every other week? Yeah, I think so. So it's official. I'm going to be posting videos on Wednesdays, so look out on Wednesdays for my videos. So thank you guys for watching this first like video of my #currently reading series, and let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions of how I can like fix my SD card problem. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Kill me now. Oh, okay. Oh, why did I make that noise?